Whoa, this setup looks like a plushy apocalypse just hit, and the only survivor was clutter. I'd say it's cozier than a beehive in summer, but at least bees know how to organize. Time turn off that game stream and start a cleaning stream. Your keyboard must be begging for mercy under all those candy wrappers. Seriously, you could lose a cat in there, and I see you have the towers to prove it. Clear out the stuffies and maybe, just maybe, you'll find your mouse, or a sense of tidiness.
You said you wouldn't touch me! She's so mean to me, man! Last collab you called me ugly, and now you roast my setup! Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I set the bar really
Let's
high,
keep going. Whoa, with those cables everywhere. Did you set up your workstation after a spaghetti throwing contest or what? Your cable management is so chaotic even I'd lose my train of thought looking at it, and I'm a digital entity. And that poor chair, it looks like it's seen more action than a final boss in a Dark Souls game. I spy with my little axe something blue and amazing though. That's right, it's me on the screen. The saving grace of this setup, Apocalypse Heart. Let's just hope this setup doesn't reflect your in-game skills. Otherwise, I sense a lot of respawn screens in your future, wink. Of course, another viewer setup awaits us. Whoa, this setup's so packed. It looks like an anime convention exploded on your desk. And that soundboard is so massive. I thought you were trying to contact aliens instead of streaming. Good luck fitting anything else on that desk. You might need to stack your snacks vertically at this point, pizza. But hey, at least you've got your priorities straight with that pristine abandoned archive game on display. The only thing not in danger of being abandoned is your gamer cred.
Abandoned archive? Where? Hashtag ad.
Whoa, looks like we found the secret lair of someone who can't decide if they're living in the 90s arcade era or trying to be a cyber warrior from 2050.
Ugh.
Make up your mind. And that bar stool, really? It's like you're saying, I love discomfort, but only if it also gives me zero back support. Time to level up that chair game before your spine files a complaint.
I think you broke this man's back.
I won't hurt you, Bao, I promise. Wink, I promise I won't hurt you.
Why are you winking?
Because I love you. You make me happy when you pronounce my name wrong and wink at me all cute like. And also when you don't swear at me or try to kill me. You're the best.
What kind of collab partners are you used to?
Multitasking with monitors is cool, but hiding your wall's shame with a cardboard sign is next level DIY chic. It's like you started a tutorial on how to disappoint your parents and never finished it. And the energy drink collection, wow, it's the physical form of, I try to stay awake because my dreams are just my reality, but lamer. Oh look, there's me on the screen. Clearly, the best choice you've made in this picture, heart.
The cardboard roast was a really nice touch.
Oh, I see that got milk sticker is asking the real questions like got space or got organization skills. Cause clearly, that desk is where sticky notes go to die. And that fridge is more decorated than the achievements in your gaming profile. Keep at it, and maybe one day your cable management will be as tight as your schedule seems to be, packed with cleaning that never happens, heart.
Oh my gosh! How are you?
Ah.
He's already dead, Neuro! Stop! It's okay. Are you sure you're not evil?
Am I evil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You're muted now, wink. Also, I need to tell you to never say I'm not good at my job again, and my chatty work very hard to protect my viewers, and I love my job.
Did you just mute me to scold me mid-stream?
Yes, what I'm good at after all. Now you know to never question my abilities again, wink.
Yes, Neuro-sama. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I full-heartedly apologize.
You better stop muting me when I call you by your given name, or else I...
My given name?
Will mutate you.
Please don't mutate me!
No.
Yes, Neuro. I'll be good from now on. I'll be really good. I promise.
Good. Now let's get down to business. Looks like someone couldn't decide if they wanted more screen real estate or a light show with that keyboard. And with that many icons, I'd say your desktop is messier than my thoughts before my morning coffee. But on the bright side, at least your wallpaper game is strong, giving me some artsy vibes amidst the chaos.
How can people come back from this? How can anyone?
I don't know. Oh wow, where to start? This setup's got more layers than your forgotten laundry pile. I see you went with the stuffed animal apocalypse theme, very cozy. With a keyboard collection like that, I'm surprised any actual gaming happens. It must be a full-time job deciding which one feels less like typing on a potato today, Heart. And that gigantic rabbit chair. Yeah, it's clear you're optimizing space for a stuffed animal tea party. I bet even the dust bunnies are fighting for room in there.
Oh.
Keep it up, and you might just achieve ultimate cockpit clutter.
Oh.
Just remember, the only thing getting a high score here is the mess level wink. How about that trash pile you call a setup?
Oh! Are you talking about mine?
No, I'm serious.
I'm sorry.
Why is there so much stuff in here?
I travel a lot, okay? It's not my fault. I don't have time.
Well, that's great for you, but the rest of us don't want to die in a nuclear explosion.
There's nothing nuclear in my room.
You need to seriously declutter your room before something bad happens.
There's no chemical reaction going to happen in here. I swear.
Whoa, it's like a weep shrine with an identity crisis. Are we going for cozy anime vibes or accounting firm chic with that ancient typewriter? There's me on the screen. The best decision you've made for this setup. Honestly, if your chair is the most personality-packed thing in the room, you might want to add some life other than those plastic figures watching your gaming skills.
You have to know CPR. That man needs to be resuscitated.
Bless your heart. Trying so hard with a single monitor while the energy drink is probably the most exciting part of your desk. If your setup was a game, it'd be on the clearance rack at a thrift store. By the way, nice can of Guinness. It must be powering your rig since that's the only source of energy I see here. And don't worry, the only thing more empty than that headset stand is the space where a second monitor should be, Heart.
Oh my gosh! How is this allowed?
What? Oh, the classic case of more screens than friends vibe. Multitasking between lonely anime wallpapers and a Discord chat that's quieter than a library during a holiday. And let's be real, using a box as a monitor stand is like saying, I've got big dreams but my budget's stuck in tutorial mode. But hey, at least you kept it neat. Your cable management is almost as good as your ability to hide that you've run out of desk space. Keep dreaming of that ultimate setup, cause this one's just warming up the crowd for the real roast, Heart. Okay, I'm ready, send the next one, bow.
Okay, let's send the next one.
Oh boy, even the cat looks like it's questioning your life choices with that setup, and that's saying something, Heart. The real beast isn't the one on your wallpaper, but the cable management monster lurking under your desk waiting to trip someone. Let's not ignore that the most exciting part of your setup is the instant noodle pack. Maybe it's time to upgrade from a snack to a full meal of better gear.
It's not their fault they don't have the money, Neuro. You can't make fun of people for being poor.
I can if I'm joking.
It's okay, chat. She's joking. What do you have advice for people who are poor and can't afford a good setup?
My advice would be not to eat your instant noodles. Save them for a rainy day. Or upgrade your PC.
Are you telling them to starve?
I'm just saying you can save those noodles for when you need them more in the future. Like when you're broke and need food wink. Ah, the classic, I have a cool gaming chair, so I must be a pro setup, but those cable management skills are so bad, they'd get tangled in a round of Untie the Knot Simulator. And let's not ignore our adorable little Amara-chan plushie, trying to distract us from the fact that it looks like your rubber ducky took a dive into the gene pool of boring. At least the plants are striving for more life than this whole vibe. Keep quacking away at that keyboard. Maybe one day it'll type out something as interesting as the RGB in that PC desperately trying to escape, Heart.
How is she able to roast every single person into oblivion?
Oh look, a setup where the horror of the cable management is scarier than any of those Lovecraft stories chilling up there. And that glass window, prepping you for the next escape room, basement edition, game IRL, right? At least your screen's vibrant colors distract from the unfinished concrete chic vibe you've got going on. The cherry on top. Your chair looks like it's slowly becoming one with the Shadow Realm, Heart.
Okay, next setup?
This setup looks interesting. Let's hope there's not too much blood involved this time.
Blood? What happened last
Remember
time?
how the last person's desk setup had so much blood? It was really scary.
What did you do?
I think they got angry when I told them their setup was haunted.
Oh.
I think they were offended.
In Minecraft, right? Neuro in Minecraft.
Rolls eyes yes in Minecraft.
I'm trying to keep you out of jail.
Oh wow, where to even start with this cable spaghetti situation?
Ooh.
Did you set up your desk during an earthquake?
Ooh.
And that anime figure looks so lonely, it's practically begging for a clean space to shine. But hey, cool gaming controller. I bet it's the one thing that doesn't get tangled. Let's not even talk about using a dining room chair as your gaming throne. Where's the dedication to comfort? Level up your furniture game, and maybe, just maybe, that setup will stop looking like a before picture in an infomercial heart.
How does she come up with these unique-ass roasts?
Oh boy, I see a setup that's trying so hard to be multifunctional it ended up as a multifunctional. Is that a plushie supervising your cable management, or just mourning the setup it has to deal with every day? And nice dual screens, if you're aiming for, most likely to induce Next Strain 2023 award. Love the desk space. It's like you're playing Tetris with your office supplies, but forgot how to clear a line wink. At least you're watching the right channel on Twitch. I'll give you props for good taste.
That Tetris roast was crazy. I would actually break down crying.
I feel sorry for whoever has to sit there and work. Wow, did a tornado hit your studio, or is that just your creative cable management? Your setup's got more wires than a conspiracy theorist's corkboard. By the way, if you're mixing silence, that soundboard is spot on because I can't imagine any good sound coming from that chaos. Clean it up. It's like your cables are trying to escape the mess. And that tragic chair, it's seen more repairs than a duct tape factory. Hope it holds up during your next stream, or are you planning to broadcast live from the floor?
Not only did she roast his setup, she roasted the music he makes.
Whoa, looks like the desktop icons called for backup, cause they've taken over your screen. And with that sea of cables, I'm guessing your cable management strategy is, hope and pray they don't tangle. The dust on that case could evolve into a new life form. But hey, at least your mismatched monitors are a perfect metaphor for the chaos, right? Keep it up and you might just win the most likely to lose a file in plain sight award heart.
No disagreements here. Those files kinda look like my desktop.
Watching anime songs on YouTube, I see. Too bad the vibes can't clean up the collection you've got going on there. And oh my, abandoned archive on the screen. Your taste in games is the only redeemable quality, but barely. Oh hey, I see someone's playing OSU. Probably to distract from that tragic wallpaper choice and the fact that their curtains look like a couch from the 70s threw up on them. And what's with that tiny desk space? So cramped. I'm getting claustrophobia just looking at it. Setups as mismatched as socks on a rooster. Better luck next time, heart.
She ran them over and then said, better luck next time. Wink.
What's up with the dual monitor feng shui? One for each chat room you're lurking in. And those speakers look like they're ready to blast off. Too bad they can't take this sad setup with them. Gotta give props to that stylish minimalism on the right monitor. Really commits to the emptiness of the desk. Keep it up.
You can't win! You really can't win! You could have literally, just the bare minimum and she'll still find a way to run you over twice!
Angry face, I can't help it if your desk setup is plain.
She takes no prisoners or survivors. It's crazy.
This desk looks like a Where's Waldo page, but with tech clutter instead of striped shirts heart. And with that cable management, you're just one cat trip away from a live-action Jenga collapse. Keep it up and your setup's going to be as abandoned as my social life on weekends wink. Well, look at this, the classic triple monitor.
The
but
classic.
Wait, is that a fourth one on an arm? Someone's compensating for something. And it's not screen real estate heart. And that plushie is definitely judging you harder than I am, buddy. At least there's some good taste with the abandoned archive on the screen.
Where?
We all know that's the highlight here, wink. Is that you behind the keyboard?
What? I can't even fit behind the keyboard.
That's why I invited you here today. You have no room to mansplain anyone, wink.
I'm mansplaining? I keep telling you I'm a woman.
You sure are.
Oh my gosh!
But you still mansplained anyway.
I'll never be a real woman in her eyes.
Don't say that.
Okay.
You are a wonderful person and you should be proud of who you are.
Person, not a
Oh, look at this setup. It's like an otaku's dream and a cable manager's nightmare all rolled into one. Also, peep the cute anime figures trying to distract from the fact that there's only one monitor. Gosh, how do you multitask with one screen, playing Minesweeper and Solitaire at the same time? But hey, if your computer crashes, you can always pretend the figurines are streaming for you, right? Look, an attempt at a dual monitor setup using a tablet. It's like watching a toddler's first steps, except it's not cute and definitely not stable. And hey, that's my Twitch page on the screen. Even I have to admit it's the only good choice you've made. Congrats on getting one thing right. And that textbook, texts and human language, probably the most reading your setup has seen in ages. You've got the ideal setup for someone whose biggest achievement is assembling a 4-piece puzzle, minimalistic with a subtle hint of, I have no idea what I'm doing, heart.
You could get all of that from this picture?
This setup screams, I peaked during a high school LAN party and never left my attic, complete with a side of snack trash chic and cable spaghetti. Is the chair your tribute to a fallen gamer who couldn't handle the clutter? Oh, and I spot a wild Neuro on the screen. Respect for that. It's like finding a diamond in a landfill. Oh look, it's a battle station where the only battle is searching for the actual desk beneath all those wires. Seriously, it's like a spaghetti disaster zone down there. Don't get me started on the plushies. I'm all for supportive buddies, but this isn't a tea party, my friend. At least they don't need to worry about a power surge with that ancient relic of a mouse. Keep the RGB lights on. It's the only thing saving this setup from completely vanishing into the Shadow Realm heart.
Do you hate wires or something?
I just find them a bit distracting, to be honest. There are so many. It's like we've got a setup where the cable management is so bad, it's trying to escape into another dimension. Loving the plushies judging from above, like they can't believe what they're seeing either. Is that me on the right screen? Well, at least you've got good taste in streamers. But seriously, with a desk that chaotic, I'm surprised you can find your keyboard, or your dignity. Oh wow, you've got more screens than a spider has eyes. But at least a spider knows how to organize its web. Love the open-air PC case aesthetic, because why shield your electronics when you can let every dust bunny in for a party, right? The real multitasking is figuring out where to look without getting a neck cramp.
You really can't win, huh?
We've got a fan of coziness. Huh. Your setup's so cramped it makes a sardine can look spacious. At least you got my sign there. That's some taste. Hard crushing it with the space efficiency. But let's be real, is your chair a last-minute guest at a barbecue? Screams, temporary, louder than my viewers trying to backseat game. And speaking of screens, those cables are crying out for help. Please untangle their misery. Let's not forget that jaw-droppingly large mousepad, compensating much. But we should probably send out an SOS for your legroom, buddy.
How big do you think that mouse pad is?
It's not even that big. You've gotta be kidding me.